Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video. I am Crypto Maximalist. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I've partnered this month with BTCC, absolutely incredible exchange who are currently offering a 10% deposit bonus on any size deposit, which is absolutely insane. That means you could deposit 10k on the platform and get a 1k bonus for doing absolutely nothing, not to mention all their other great features and bonuses including copy trading, etc. So make sure to go down in the description and get signed up with them, along with all of our other great partnerships which are all offering great rewards for signing up and trading, including MEXC, XRocket and many more. Alright then, we're just taking a quick look at Verasity then on our daily time frame for another daily update on the channel. As we can see here, Verasity has been having quite a spicy time recently, to say the least. Obviously, ever since we came down, tapped into this previous key level down here, which is down at around 1/10 of a cent. Obviously that's a big psychological round number as well. We've been bouncing to the upside, having a nice 4x off the lows. If you look here, got my measuring tool, you can see a really nice 350%, basically from this 1/4 of a cent level up to 4/4, this 1/10 of a cent level, sorry, to a 1/4 of a cent, as you can see. So a nice 4x off the lows there, which is really nice to see. Obviously Veracity's been having a terrible time of things recently in general, just continuing to trickle to the downside in line with the altcoin market in general, just getting completely obliterated and sliced to pieces by Bitcoin's choppy price action that we've been seeing. Obviously Bitcoin's been having a nice recovery recently, heading back to the upside in a big way, and we can see here that Verasity has been enjoying a little bit of relief itself. Lovely move off of the lows. As I said, 4x off the lows, come into this key level up here, which was this previous key resistance level of this previous range. As you can see, this range high that we were previously holding, we actually came up, tapped this and got this huge liquidation to the downside, which everyone saw last week, as you can see on Tuesday. Was this week, wasn't it? God, time really isn't flying for me at the minute. Time seems to be going really slow. But anyway, as you can see, it was last week. Oh my god, I'm literally losing my marbles here. Last week, you can see on Thursday, I knew it was last week. Massive liquidation event to the downside. Pretty obvious manipulation in the markets here, trying to basically take out a bunch of longs out of the market, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. People obviously starting to pile in with long positions as they start to see Verasity moving back up here, getting back above that bear market range low level here. Once we started to see that, I think people were starting to get really bullish. We obviously came up to this level here. People were starting to get into the market in a big way. And then all of a sudden, a massive, huge cascade of liquidations to the downside. You can see this happen within the period of about an hour, where basically someone sold a huge bag here and then a huge bag here. And I think it cascaded a massive liquidation all the way down here, as you can see. And then I think they probably bought back at the bottom, manipulating the market. You can see since then Veracity's not been doing too much. Obviously made this huge wick here. We bounced up, we bounced back down to pretty much fill the wick, bounce back up, and now really just going sideways here, as I think Verasity tries to figure out what to do next. As I said in my previous videos, I am long on Verasity in this area here. You can see quite clearly on the charts here, in my opinion, we are starting to flip back around bullish, and even with this big retracement here, we are still clearly making bullish market structure, and I think we could do something like this, where we go sideways for a while and then trickle back to the upside again to come up and test this bear market resistance that we have formed here. That is looking like quite a significant resistance now. You can see the all-time high up here at 8 cents for Verasity. Do you remember when Verasity was above 1 cent? That was a long time ago now. But you can see we've created this pretty significant resistance here, and we could potentially be looking at getting that big drop, grab the liquidity below the bear market range low, come back inside, test this level of resistance here, break through and continue back towards the all-time high. I think a lot of altcoins have been underperforming in general, and obviously Verasity here, absolutely no exception to that. But I still think on the weekly time frame, potentially looking like a crypto that could do pretty well in this market if we can get the altcoin market moving in a significant way. You can see obviously in the previous market here in 2020, sideways, and then obviously the big huge bull market that we saw. We've got the huge retracement in the bear market. We tried to come up and head back towards the all-time high on that initial pump at the start of last year, We obviously retraced back down to the range low. We got the Trump pump, which looks like a bit of a relief rally at the minute, doesn't it? We came down, tested the low of the bear market range low, the Trump pump back up to the high, and then we've dumped down here, grabbed liquidity below the bear market range low, back tested into this previous key level down here, which is that 1/10 of a cent level, bounced up to that 1/4 of a cent level, and really you want to be looking at targeting back up towards that 1 cent level, seeing if we can break through this resistance. Obviously, as time goes on, this resistance gets lower and lower and easier to break, and you could see something like this happening in the bull market if we do get our altcoins moving in a nice way. Obviously, right now the altcoin market's still looking pretty stagnant, although as we look at the basket, you can see things starting to look as though they may be turning around, and we could be looking at all-time highs, which we haven't yet seen in this cycle for the altcoin basket. Altcoins in general really have never got going in this cycle just yet, but I am optimistic about a lot of cryptos, and with averaging in every week, every month for Verasity over the past 3 years or so, I'm pretty much at break even right now on my bag, which is pretty insane to say. And I do think any pumps for me at this point will be a massive win, to be honest. So I'm just continuing to hold, and we'll see what happens next. Thanks a lot for joining me again today for another video. Make sure to go down below and sign up for a massive BTCC bonus so you can receive and get involved with all our other great partnerships as well. Thanks a lot for watching.